Hello everyone, this is Lucas, and this is the Koselik rear mount bicycle engine kit available currently on Amazon. At least that's what it was called when I bought it. It's a two-stroke kit. I can't remember the exact CC. Um, I was seeing in my other video where I was showcasing my stat and drive that I had one of these kits and that I was going to be playing around with it and that I knew the hardware and everything was going to be junk. And lo and behold, I was right. This kit is everything in this kit is weird. Nothing really works the way it's supposed to. You got to do a lot of things to it in order to make it work. One of the things you have to do is you have to get your proper spacing in your clutch so that your bolts of your centrifugal clutch aren't jamming into the exterior hub or drum, sorry. And you have to make sure you get your spacing right. And I was able to do that two ways. One was by taking an angle grinder and filing off the bolts nice and round on the inside of the friction clutch that hold it to the crankshaft. And the rest of it, well, it's just a matter of spacing. On this particular one here, it was just two washers. These are 10 millimeter washers, I think. In regards to the spark plug that comes with it is garbage. I got 120 bucks out of this thing and then it died. I swapped out the spark plug just to a regular weed eater spark plug of the same make and model, and it works just fine now. Gas cap, you be careful, don't tighten it down too much. The threads are me. All your engine cover pieces, none of it's been deburred properly with the plastic, so you got a lot of flashing and stuff like that around the outside edges of the pieces. And none of the gaskets are actually cut. They're still like full sheets of gasket material. They haven't been cut down to size to the mating surfaces. There's just a lot of things, like there's not a lot of refinement done on the parts when they put the engine together, but despite that, it runs very well. Once you get the spark plug changed out and you get your spacing and everything sorted out in the clutch here at the back, it runs pretty well. I've put quite a bit of K on this thing already just through the testing, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything ironed out to show everybody how I got it to work. The clamping system and everything like that came stock with the system here works pretty good. It's kind of a no-brainer. You just put your lock nut, your spacer, and then this here, the tabs of your spacer going out. And then again, it's the same with the back. Now at the back, I had a problem. You probably noticed that you got this like double-ended coupler and then two pieces. That doesn't work. I don't know what the heck they were trying to do with that, but you can't get a good locking mechanism out of that. So what I ended up doing is I still kept the spacers and how they're assembled in the system. I kept the original one end of the locking pin, and I kept this piece, but I actually went out and got a bolt. And I used a bolt into the coupler, and then this piece into the coupler, and then this is an piece of aluminum tubing, just some scrap aluminum tubing that I put over top of the coupler, so that when I pull everything tight, I get a nice and snug fit, and that I'm not warping this back frame inwards as I snug everything down. That's really key in how this whole friction drive works, is to not warp this back U-channel coming in, snugging this piece down, and you do that by having a spacer in there. And yeah, just an aluminum spacer, and it works pretty well. I run my friction a little bit different on this one as it compared to the statin drive, but the wheel type here in the back is way different than the statin drive. So, but so far so good. I mean, it's not a great kit. I'm going to tell you that right now, especially the engine side of this. The engine side of this is slapped together. I think I got really lucky actually that this thing runs, like seriously. Yeah, like none of the pieces fit properly. Like even this plastic piece here, it never fits on there properly. It always pops out. You can see I got micro cracks growing on here and all kinds of stuff. It might be doomed for disaster, this engine, but oddly, man, it runs well. Okay, with the new spark plug anyways. I'm running exact mix ratio of 50 to 1 gas. So I'm measuring it out exactly 50 to 1. This is a toolkit keeper thing I got from Home Depot with a Father-Son Day. It said Dad on it, but I sprayed it. I sprayed this bike. I know it looks kind of sketchy, but I don't want nothing that looks too great, because if it looks really cool and really great, somebody might steal it. This kind of looks really jank, so someone's probably not going to try to steal it because of that fact. Hopefully. Who knows? Yeah, 50 to 1, but I'm still getting a little bit of black on the back of the gas tank. See, coming out the muffler and stuff, but that could just be because I'm still breaking it in. I've got about I got about 200 blocks on this now, so however far that is. But yeah, it seems to be going pretty good. Blew a back tire today. I'm not sure if it's because of where I parked it, or whether it was something to do with the friction drive, or whether it was something I hit on the road. But I checked the tire, there's nothing in the tire. And I think it may be just an old tube. Nitrile tubes are garbage, so I put a run flat in it. And yeah, that's about it. That's all. But as you can see, you can fit this Kozilek engine onto just about any bike kit. But the problems you're going to run into, as I said already, are going to be your clamp piece at the back here, which I fixed with just a bolt, piece of aluminum, and using the irregular piece in the coupler. And you're going to want to pair up your covers and stuff like that here. You want to keep this cover at least, because it keeps everything from falling down into the magneto, which is it's a mess. You'll see when you take it apart. I haven't any problems with the pull start, oddly. It's actually pretty good. And yeah, so far so good. It's not fast. It's not fast at all. 35 maybe 35, 40 if you're got like a tailwind or something. But yeah, it's not fast. It's just you pedal it up there, it gets up there, and then that's it. It's not a fast deal at all. And it's actually not bad to ride because it's not fast. It's not uncomfortably slow, but it's not fast. Not comparable to the chain drives, and definitely not comparable to my statin drive. No way. So yeah, if you like these videos, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave your comments down below.